How long is it going to take to sell your home? I get that question a lot. And the answer to that question, along with a lot of other real estate questions, is it depends. You can literally sell your home within a couple of days. And you can sell your home, well, let me rephrase that. You can sell your home within a couple of days, or it could take years to sell your home. And all of that depends upon you, the seller. For the most part. I throw that in there because there is a piece of that. All right, so let me tell you why I say that. It all comes down to a couple of economic factors. Number one is supply and demand. And number two is pricing. Number three is exposure. So you've got those three factors that are going to play a role in how long it takes you to sell your home and for what amount of money. So let's take supply and demand. Even if you have a product like your home and you price it extremely aggressive, but no one wants to live where your home is located, it's really not gonna matter. No one wants what you're having to sell. So, for example, let's say that you have a home and it's built right beside a nuclear power plant. It probably would sell, but it's going to take a very long time, and it's going to take a very special person. Not that there aren't homes built around the world beside nuclear power plants, but there's just going to be a very small demand of people that want that. So a good example of supply demand. The opposite example would be, let's say that you've got the perfect home on the perfect street in the perfect community, and everyone wants to live there. Well, your supply or your demand of buyers just went up, and there's probably a limited supply of houses on that street, and so your house should sell fairly quickly, depending upon price. And so that's really the second factor. So the other issue here is how long it's going to take for me to sell my home. Well, let's say that the actual market value of your home is $200,000. Now, market value is completely and mutually exclusive from a couple of things. Market value is not what you paid. It matters not what it appraised for several years ago. It doesn't matter what the tax assessor says it's worth. It doesn't matter what you need to sell it for. Market value is strictly what is someone willing to pay. What will the market bear for your home? So let's say the market value is truly $200,000. We've evaluated the comparable sales. We've looked at the condition of your home compared to others, and we think the market value is $200,000. But you really would prefer more. Okay, so you're going to try to sell it for more. Well, let's say you price it at $250,000. Well, it's going to probably take you a very long time to sell your home for $250,000. Will it ever sell for $250,000? Possibly. I would even say probably. But it may be decades because the market shifts and changes. And that home probably will go up in value over time. It may take a very long time for it to reach $250,000. All right, let's say that the market value is $200,000, and you say, look, I got to go. I've got to get out of here. I got to sell my house. We've been relocated to Oregon. We got to get out of here. So you price your home at $180,000. $20,000 below what we really believe the market value is. You're probably going to sell it very quickly. You're probably going to sell it within a matter of days if it in fact is $20,000 below market value of what someone would be willing to pay. So the answer to that is it depends. So now I said there's a third option there. There's a third factor, and that was exposure. And that's really where we come in. What I own is a brokerage company, and a brokerage company, first and foremost, is a marketing company. My job is to get exposure of your property to as many people as possible to hopefully maximize the market value. So the more people that we have interested in your property, the more people that are coming to see your property, the more people that say this is a great piece of property to purchase for their family, then we just increased demand, and therefore hopefully we've increased the value. So Even if you price your home at $180,000, but no one knew it was available, then you still have a problem. And even if you priced it at $250,000 and we told 50 million people about your property, you still have a problem. So it comes down to those three factors. It comes down to your supply and demand. It comes down to how aggressively you want to price your home or not. And it comes down to exposure. And if you put those three factors in line, you evaluate the situation, you put those three factors in line, you should be able to sell your home within a very reasonable amount of time. Our typical days on market is usually between 30 and 90 days, depending upon how aggressive the seller wants to be. And that's not my decision, that's your decision as the seller. And we want to help you accomplish your objectives.